Hello all, I am Dr. Ankita Bhandari. I am a consulting pediatrician and neonatologist currently working at Nathani Clinic. I would like to introduce Dr. Rajesh Nathani, who is here with us today. He is a pediatric surgeon. He is associated with Leelavati Hospital and primarily working at Nathani Clinic. Sir.
Hello all.
As surgeons, I know you must be dealing with a lot of trauma. So recently we came across an article in the newspaper that a 6-year-old boy was killed in a car accident, supposedly by suffocation with an airbag. So it's very surprising. Everybody else escaped except for the boy. So I was a little surprised looking at the news and just wanted to understand from you, aren't airbags supposed to protect us? So if you could, help us understand what led to this.
It was a very tragic case. Unfortunately, an innocent 6-year-old boy died in what was totally a preventable accident. The fault did not really lie with the airbags. The airbags deployed as they should have, and that is what they were designed for. The driver in front had a crash with a median. The car flopped onto this child's car and the airbags deployed. That is what airbags are supposed to do. And why do we have airbags? We have airbags because you need that last bit to be protected. So when we wear a seat belt, we are nicely and suitably restrained to the seat. But our head and neck falls forward, and this is what hits the dashboard or the steering wheel or any other part, the front seat. And that causes significant head injuries, and head injuries can be very bad and can be fatal. So we need airbags. The problem did not lie with the airbag. The problem lay with the fact that the child was sitting in front where he was not supposed to be sitting.
Sir, is there any legal age which has been defined for the same where, after which only the children are allowed to sit in the front seat of the car?
The recommended age, Ankita, is that children less than 13 belong at the back of the car. They should not be sitting in the front of the car. Why? Because even if suppose you have an 8-year-old, 10-year-old, it is not enough to strap the child into the seat. The strapping has to be perfect. The head level should be at the level of the headrest, and the strap should be properly across. Now that is not possible. So therefore, first thing we do is move the children back where there is no front airbag coming and hitting you on the face or smothering you. At the most, there are side airbags, and that too in high-end cars. Now, you can't sit at the back of the car and play around or jump around. It is not a playground. So you have to be restrained, and that restraint has to be age-appropriate car seat. So every age, there is a different car seat. So sometimes they have to face the back. In some ages, they have to face the front. But that is a matter of a video which is a total subject for a new video, which we'll deal with. And that will be seen in this link above.
So to summarize what Sir has said up till now is the legal limit for a child to be sitting in the front seat of the car is 13 years. Before that, children should not be allowed to sit in the front seat of the car. And even if we are making them sit at the back seat of the car, they should be restrained in age-appropriate manner. So now that we are talking about it, sir, I think there was a law which was passed in 2014. I remember reading about it. Wasn't there a law about the same?
Unfortunately, in our country, we have a lot of laws, and the problem is the enforcement of the laws. When that government decides to enforce a law, if you remember, way back in 2004 and 5, they made car seat belts compulsory, and they were fining everybody. And we as Indians don't like to pay any fines. So we then started towing the line, and you will find even the most uneducated person will wear a seat belt. Not for realizing how it makes their life safe, but only to prevent the fine.
Yeah, now it has become a reflex.
Absolutely. So the law is there since 2014, but nobody to implement it.
So lastly, sir, we would like to know, is there any other thing apart from the car seat and the seat belt, by which we can ensure our safety while driving or the safety of the children?
I think if you remember that every time you get into the car, you have the power to kill or the susceptibility to get killed. If you keep that at the back of your mind every single time you get into the car, with or without your child, you will make things easier. In short, number one, start early. If you plan on a trip of 30 minutes, start at least 20 minutes before that scheduled time. So 20 plus 30 minutes. Second, do not drive when you're fatigued because your reflexes are down. Third, do not drive if you have taken even a sip of alcohol. Alcohol dulls the reflexes, and you need to be so alert that not only you make no mistakes, but you should cater for other people's mistakes. It's not enough to just be careful yourself. Here, if this man had anticipated that and kept an enough distance, when that car was flipping over, he may have been able, it's not compulsory, he may have been able to stop it. So then the accident would not have taken place. So we need to be very mindful.
So the takeaway message from this is, firstly, there is a legal limit, 13 years and above, you are allowed to sit in the front seat of the car. Below that, you should not be sitting, the children should not be sitting in the front seat of the car. You should drive safely, maintain safe distance while driving, do not drive when you are fatigued or under influence. So please kindly ensure all these things are taken care of. Thank you, sir. This was really helpful for us, and I'm sure helpful for everybody. Thank you so much.
Please feel free to share this video with your friends and family. Let us try to increase safety and awareness with everybody, because if they are safe, then we will be safe. Our children will be safe. It is a society which has to improve.